Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video. Again, the Igknights, very disgusting archetype in general, as you saw in the last video. I think the archetype itself is normal. There's nothing broken or overpowered in the archetype. It's of course based on the pendulum summon, and we know how powerful the pendulum mechanic in general is. Although if you combine them with cards like Roll Magical Library, as you saw in the previous video, it can generate insane advantage. I've made some minor adjustments, minor changes compared to my list from yesterday. Thanks for the suggestions. The first change I tried out was Ultimate Baseball Kit. It's a warrior type, fire, so you can search it out with your reinforcement of the army, of course, and with your Igknights. But in general, it's more of a gimmicky card. For every face-up fire type you have on the field, your fireball or your ultimate baseball kit will get 1k extra attack, so maximum it should be like 4k or something like that, but it's more gimmicky than really competitive, so I wouldn't really recommend it. The second changes I made is polymerization, or in the main deck I main deck Fusion Substitute, which is actually very decent for your Genesis Dragon. I believe it's called the First of Dragons. You see the Fusion here on the left in the extra deck, which is actually a very good pick for the main deck. I'm really contemplating on maining a second Fusion Substitute, since you can banish your Fusion Substitute from the grave and send back your Fusion from your grave back to the extra deck, so your second Fusion Substitute is live. I think the list is pretty much the same. Yes, something important is that a few people suggested to run Summoner Monk in the main deck. For example, you had to search out your Roll Magical Library, which is fine. But also people suggested is to play Summoner Monk together with Key Beetle. You know, the rank 4 Exceed, which needs 2 darks. Because there is some glitch on Ygopro that when you target your Igknights with Key Beetle, you can get an infinite search since they don't destroy with Key Beetle, but sadly that combo doesn't work. I think that the ruling states that you need to send it to the grave, or at least they need to be destroyed in order to get their search, but Key Beetle prevents that. More suggestions will be mentioned in the deck profile at the end, so let's see some duels. Okay, so the first game, I'm testing against Fire Kings, also with a new support. Here, pretty much the same as we already know. So if you open with Library and your opponent does not have a Veiler, you can pretty much thin your whole deck. Every time you activate a spell, your Roll Magical Library will get a counter maximum 3, and you can remove 3 counters from it to draw a card. And thanks to Reinforcements of the Army, thanks to Summoner's Art, and also, of course, if you put one of your Igknights in your Pendulum Zone, it's a spell, a face-up spell, so your Roll Magical Library will also get a counter. So thanks to this, you can pretty much thin your whole deck, set up your extra deck, your Pendulum summon, which eventually I'll do now. So what I most of the time try to do is get 3 level 4s. You can exceed for, what's it called? Ptolemaios, and that activates effect by detaching 3. You can overlay it for Nova, and again Nova for Infinity to get 1 extra negation every turn, and then also 2 level 5s because you can go for Zero Lancer. Here, very nice. I also have the Rescue Rabbit and the Rescue Hamster in hand, just in case if my opponent has something like a backup, Torrential Tribute or whatever. Double Prison is also fine to survive. So he's left at, not playing Gagaga Cowboy in the extra deck, but I still have my normal summon left, so I go for Daguster Emerald, send a few normals back to the deck, get an extra draw, and then go for the bunny into, what is it called, Ragnar Zero, because it's obviously an excellent pick against Fire Kings because of tanky, against Wolfbark or something like that, instant win right here. My powerful first turn definitely won me the duel here. he gets to start, and he has a very good opening hand for Fire Kings. I mean, if you open with Tanky searched out your Barong, and your field spell, you can discard your Barong, get the search. Yeah, discard is destroy, I mean. He only has one set, which is a Typhoon, and thanks to, no library this time, but I already set it up my level 5 in my extra deck, so my Rescue Hamster, Rescue Red, can summon the other level 5, so immediately go for Zero Lancer, and thanks to the Igknight shenanigans, you can again set up your Pendulum Mechanic, set up your Pendulum Summon, so 2 level 6, and I believe 2 level 4, yeah, the 2 stronger level 4s, I believe, is the Dragnov. Yeah, I think that's the strongest level 4 with 1700 attack, and yeah, just OTK from there. Anyway, next game, again pretty much the same, the library shenanigans. So again, set up the Pendulum Scale, draw into more cards, again Rota. Yeah, you know the deal. It's pretty much the same. Again, what I most of the time try to do is go for multiple level 4s and eventually also 2 level 5s. Again, Hamster just Hamster. You can banish it from your Pendulum zone to get 2 normals back with the same name from your extra deck back to your hand. So it's again, together with Library, that's just more shenanigans, more draws. Again, setting up that Pendulum Scale and that Pendulum Summon. Later in the duel, there's already the Fusion Substitute, so very cool. Yeah, the only downside of Fusion Substitute is that the monsters need to be face up on the field. So 2 level 5s, go for Zero Lancer, and again Ptolemaios into Nova, into Infinity. Again, a very basic combination. I have the Raigeki in hand, very cool. My Pendulum Scale is set up. I have a full extra deck. I have the Hamster in hand, so there is a baseball kit, very cool. Activates Compulse. I have to negate with Infinity, so I activate my Infinity's 1000 dice restrict effect, try to go for a game with my Pendulum Summon. He Torrential Tributes, no big deal. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting that Torrential Tribute pretty much doesn't really do anything thanks to the Pendulum Summon in general. He goes for Archetype, which is fine. I lose my Zero Lancer, but I still have my Pendulum Scale. Again, I have that Hamster, I have the Fusion Substitute. So yeah, I destroy my own Pendulum Scale, set on Pendulum Scale again, and go for a huge Pendulum Summon. So 5 fires, go for my own Archetype to get rid of his Archetype, a normal summon baseball kit, which is currently I think at 3500. Yeah, I don't even need my Fusion Substitute to go for Genesis. Yeah, Genesis, the first of dragons, I believe it's called, the Fusion. Just insane. But I think, yeah, the Ultimate Baseball Kit is more gimmicky. It's definitely not needed in the main deck. It's again a gimmicky card. Yeah, Typhoon, random MST, one of his back rows, again bypassing something like a Warning, a Bottomless, a Fiendish Chain, or something like that. Try to go for 2 level 5s with Rescue Hamster, but he has that Warning, which is all good. Yeah, not going to exceed just yet. So first get in some damage. He's already left at 4500, and then go for Ragnar Zero again, just in case of Tanky and Bear. But he has the perfect answer with the Onslaught. He goes for Garonix, again clearing my board. I'm not really sure what this last back row is. I think it's Fiendish Chain. So again, get that Pendulum Summon off. Only have 3, so 1 level 4, level 5 and level 6. So I can't really do much for now. It's just stalling. There is the Fusion Substitute, so a perfect top deck. Go for the Dragon, the Fusion Dragon. And yeah, get at level 6 and level 5. Try to get in some damage. Very unfortunate that he does have a Fiendish Chain. Yeah, it's all good. He suicides into my Genesis Dragon. All good. I can send the Genesis Dragon from my grave back to my extra deck by banishing my Fusion Substitute to draw a card. Very cool. It's also one of the reasons why I'm contemplating a second Fusion Substitute in the main deck. Then again, if my Dragon is banished with Prison or something like that, yeah, the second Fusion Substitute is useless. But yeah, here pretty much the same. That extra draw thanks to Fusion Substitute lets me again set up my Pendulum Scale, 2 level 6 and again 3 level 4s. We know the deal by now. Go for Infinity and use its 1000 dice restrict effect. If he again has something to protect, I can go for Master 7 with my 2 level 6s. So yeah, again the shenanigans is real. It's yeah, pretty unfair. But yeah, anyway, again, some very nice duels. So yeah, I think I have a few cards ready. Cards like Heatwave to prevent the opponent from summoning effect monsters is pretty huge, especially against a deck like Necklots, for example. I mean, yeah, every deck plays effect monsters, but it's it's again very good in a deck. Dark Factory, Pot of Wealth, I believe it's called. It's decent. I mean, if you have a face-up Royal Magical Library, your Pot of Wealth it's a very good card. But if you don't have your library face up, I don't think it's needed. Yeah, guys, again, if you have any suggestions for the deck, you can always leave them down below. Thanks for the feedback, and thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them signing out. Peace.